Hi, Godless Engineer here, and today I am looking at this video that is of the library trustee meeting for the district that the Friendly Atheist had raised money to get to help out. He was donating to the Parks Service. But anyways, he was donating to the city, right? And so they ended up turning his money away. They just said, no, we don't want your money. But this is the board meeting, and there are some pretty good moments in it. So I'm just gonna go right into it.
This organization collected this money for the purpose of giving to the park district. Now, this person, whatever his name is, on his own initiative said, let's give it to the library. Does he have the approval of his donors? I think it's just an inappropriate.
The check is already here.
It doesn't.
I understand that.
That's what it was.
I understand that.
You know, he solicited this money online and stated what it was for.
He stated it was for the park district.
Well, park district.
And that's what, I mean, people gave to the park district. They didn't give to the library.
Exactly.
And I don't know that it's, I mean, I would love to have the money. Money's money. I'm not sure it's ethical for us to accept money that wasn't designated to be given to us.
But it is
Exactly.
designated at this time.
No, it's not, he doesn't have the
This
right
is
to
a one-
Of
designate
course
it.
he does.
No, he doesn't, because it wasn't his money. He just raised the
He
money.
wrote out the
Let me,
check.
sure he
The check
did.
is designated to Morton Grove
Excuse me.
Library.
To the first thing you talked about the donations, one thing that is clear on the donation policy is that it says members of the community can support the mission of the Morton Grove Library. And this
How
guy
is
is not a
community
member of the
defined?
community.
Well, how's the community defined?
Well, I would,
Okay, so you're wanting to reject the check because, one, it wasn't specifically designated for your exact organization or sub-organization. I mean, I'm not sure how it's all laid out there, but so you're going to reject it on that, and because he's not part of the neighborhood? What a fucking joke. I bet there are plenty of libraries or organizations that would love to get $3,000 given to them in a donation. I mean, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Why would you turn down a check that can be used in any way that we see it? Not that the person gave it. Why would we turn that down?
Two reasons.
Yeah, why would you turn it down? Someone goes out of their way to raise money from all over the country to help a neighborhood out. A neighborhood that he's not even a part of, obviously. And he goes out of his way and he actively seeks to solve the problem. There was a hole left because another group, a Christian group, backed the fuck out. And so he stepped up and he raised the money and got it to you. So why the fuck would you turn that down? I don't see any good reason to turn that money down, other than you're just being a picky bitch and you hate atheists. Well, I guess maybe you would have liked him to pray for your budget, to pray that somebody else donates money and gets it to you. Maybe you would have rather that, which is basically you would rather him not do shit and just feel better about himself for not doing shit, and rather than him actually putting himself out there and raising the money and then getting the money to you because he's a good fucking person.
Probably because of the reason that Barbara gave. It's as if you were writing a check to the Anti-Cruelty Society, and then you heard, and you were getting it to save these animals, And then all of a sudden you heard that the Anti-Cruelty Society was moving its funds to promote something different.
What the fuck kind of comparison is that exactly? Like, seriously, what, that's not a you didn't even fucking finish your comparison. You left it fucking hanging. What kind of comparison is that? I don't even know what to say. I mean, my best guess is that, he was directed to send it to you. It's not like he was gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck over my donators and give to some other completely different and non-related charity or organization. Arr. I don't know why he's a pirate. How about, instead of wiping your ass with logic, you actually use some? It's actually very useful if you use it. And I think the comparison that you might be going for here is that it would be like donating to a corporation, and then that corporation allocated that money to the customer service department. Doesn't that just sound fucking stupid to be upset over? It should. If it doesn't, right now, it should.
How do we know that this person didn't return that money and write a $3,000 check out of his personal checking account to us? We don't know that, so this debate doesn't hold a lot of water.
The only thing I have is, why should we possibly turn it down?
I would take the
There's
money
no way.
and buy all the things that are on our wish list because we can afford it now.
Fucking yes, dude. You can afford it now. You can afford all that shit on your wish list. And everything that is a nice to have can now be real in your organization. You can have it now. Well, apparently everything on the wish list is under $3,000, so he can get all of it, and that's great. And you should take the fucking money.
168 people donated this $3,417 that went to this Friendly Atheist group. 168 people did. Matha has 2 blogs that he regularly uses. One is the Facebook page, and one is the second blog that I forget the name of, begins with a P, that I've been looking at every day for the past couple of weeks. In neither of those places did he ever go back to ask for anybody's permission to forward it to the Morton Grove Library. In fact, on the GoFundMe page, it says, thanks everyone for contributing. Thanks to everyone for contributing. We reached our goal in under a week. I'll leave this fundraiser up for a few more days and let you know when and how the money will be given to the Morton Grove Park District. He's never gone back onto GoFundMe.com and amended it. And I talked to GoFundMe.com yesterday. It has not been amended.
So what?
You talked to GoFundMe.com? Like, you called their asses up and you asked them, what you could go to the page and see for yourself. So you basically called them for an audio version of the internet. Really? Yeah, dude, at the end. So what the fuck what, lady? I mean, it's like she's never had something slip her mind ever. And this is such a petty argument to make. And you're nitpicking at this entire situation because you don't have an argument. You have to get your magnifying glass and go over it like a damn detective and try to find arguments, even though there's not any. Not any good ones, at least.
So what, Mark, Art, if you give me, if I go to you and I say, I'm raising money for pro-life, and so you say, okay, I'm pro-life, I'm going to give you $20, and then I turn around and give it to Planned Parenthood for pro-choice, are you not going to come back and yell at me? Are you not going to...
That is a fucking shitty comparison. I mean, you're talking about, donating to one side of something and then giving it to the opposition. That's what you just described right there, and that's not what's happening here, and you fucking know that. And no, you don't know how responsibility works, obviously, in this type of situation. He takes in the money for donations, and then he donates to you. Now, from that point out, you are responsible for using that money correctly. Like, not going out and buying houses or anything else with donation money. That is wrong. It is his responsibility to correctly collect funds without misrepresenting his intentions. Now, it was obvious that is not the case.
Come back and yell at me, wait a minute, that wasn't in the, no, it's not. It's our problem if we take the money, because if any one of these 168 people come back and say, this isn't what I wanted this money for, if any one of them, and they sue him for it, we're a co-respondent.
Wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
He's right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we don't know.
You do know if you would do the research. And number two, is there a hate group?
Whoa. A hate group? That's a bit extreme, don't you think? I mean, it's not like he's the WBC or the Family Research Council. Those are Christian organizations, and they are most definitely hate groups. So, tell me, exactly, what is a hate group?
Emotion.
I would like to talk about the stuff that's on the guy's Facebook page
Yeah,
before I do that,
talk
though.
about that.
Okay. I'd be happy to give a copy of this to anybody that wants to see it. You can go online for yourself and see what this group is. They call themselves a Friendly Atheist. And the thing is, I would think that what their avatar might be, if I was a Friendly Atheist, maybe, I don't know, somebody helping an old lady across the street, or maybe washing some oil off of some baby ducks that got caught in an oil spill or something like that. No, their avatar happens to be 666, which I think is really ironic, because if you're an atheist, why would that be anything except numbers to you?
Nitpicking. That's what you're doing. This entire time, that's what you're doing. You're nitpicking over this entire situation. Well, why the fuck does he have to conform to your idea of what a friendly atheist is? And the number 666, that is a fucking joke to us. It should be a joke to anybody. It's not to Christians, though, because you think it's the mark of the beast. We know they're just fucking numbers. We are making fun of Christian beliefs.
You're friendly. So that got me a little more interested, so I started reading the blogs. One of them is about the San Damiano cross. And so comments on that range, seriously? I'll never hear Jesus is risen without thinking of this giant COCK and balls down. Always knew he was a dick. Only Catholics would be offended by this painting of an actual execution ruined by imaginary genitals.
You know, you're not talking about the check at all.
Oh, come on, that shit's funny. I mean, if you don't know the one that they're talking about, but it's the one where it's a crucifixion, but they tried to give him like some abs, but it just turned out to be like a huge dick and balls, and it's funny as fuck. And that's not being hateful. That's not being hateful to anyone. That's not saying that we hate Christians because they have this dead Jew on a stick. That's not saying anything hateful. It's having a good laugh because it's funny.
Okay, so a yes vote means that you accept it. I will start out. I vote no. Dr. Kellermag.
Big no.
Trustee Goldstein.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Trustee Novick.
No.
Trustee Peters.
No.
Trustee Elbers.
I would vote yes.
Okay.
Return the check.
Return the check, 5-2. Case closed.
What? Really? There are only 2 sane people in that room. Wow. I really feel sorry for that neighborhood. I mean, if someone comes to me and gives me $3,000, like I'm in an organization, someone gives me $3,000 as a donation, I'm just gonna smile and take that shit, you know? It's $3,000! You know, the shit doesn't grow on trees. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that you liked this second video of mine. Please like, subscribe, share it around if you like to. Be sure to leave me comments and whatnot on Facebook and YouTube.